Hello everyone, welcome back to DNA Bioscience. Today we are going to start a new chapter that is cell biology. So today's topic is the fluid mosaic model. We all know about it. It is discovered by H.G. Singer and Nicholson. So according to it, the membrane is a fluid structure. So what does it mean? The fluid structure means as the membrane is fluid, that's why the contents that are the proteins and the lipids, they are mobile in nature, right? So the membrane is fluid structure was the mosaic pattern of various proteins dispersed in the lipid bilayer. So the membrane is made up of different types of proteins and a lipid bilayer. So the lipid which is most abundant is the phospholipid. Okay. And we know that the phospholipid structure is it consists of a head that is polar and hydrophilic nature and a tail that is non-polar and hydrophobic nature. Hydrophilic means it water loving and hydrophobic means water hating. So the phospholipid they join with each other to form a layer kind of structure. You can see in this picture these are the phospholipids, they form a layer, and in this way it form another layer, and so it is called a lipid bilayer. Okay. So inside the lipid bilayer, the proteins are embedded. So what are the proteins that are embedded? The proteins generally have the integral proteins, the intrinsic proteins. Next one is the peripheral proteins, that is extrinsic, and the glycoproteins. Okay. So what are integral proteins? Integral proteins are amphipathic in nature. It is also called as transmembrane proteins, and they have hydrophobic and hydrophilic portion, and they are also called multi-pass proteins because of their extensive size. They are long and follow make several passes through the cell membrane, and the function is mainly they transport the proteins and they act like a membrane receptor. So because the same integral proteins have the ability to float like the ice box in the phospholipid bilayer, this model is referred to as fluid mosaic model of membrane structure. The next is the peripheral proteins, that is called the extrinsic protein. The peripheral protein, it is not extend throughout the length of the cell membrane. Okay. As you can see, the peripheral proteins are present in the periphery or the cytoplasmic end of the cell membrane. So it is the protein which helps in the cytoskeleton, and it also helps in intracellular secondary messenger system. The proteins which are present in this case, they interact with the outer surrounding, and this is the hydrophobic core, and this part is inside the cytosol. So the proteins which are present in this region, they interact on the cytoplasmic side. So this is the extracellular side and this is the cytoplasmic side. Beside that, some glycoproteins are present. What are glycoproteins? Glycoproteins are the proteins which have the sugar moiety. Okay, this is the glycoprotein. Some carbohydrates are also present. This is the hydrophilic head, as I have already mentioned. This is the phospholipid bilayer. This is the hydrophobic tail. This is the integral protein. Here it is mentioned the alpha helix protein. This is the glycolipid. This is the cholesterol part which is present in the hydrophobic region, that is in the tail region. And these are some protein channel which helps in the transport of proteins. So this is all about the fluid mosaic model. I hope it will help you. Please do subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.